Hi everyone, this is Varun from Room Studio, and today we're going to take a look at how to create these letter forms like this in Adobe Illustrator and Adobe Dimension. So it's 36 days of type challenge currently going on, and you can see people making such great letter forms. And I wanted to create something that I can easily recreate with Adobe Dimension. It's very beginner friendly when you want to have great looking renders like this without having to worry so much about every single detail like lights and textures. But the main issue with Dimension is because it's very basic 3D tool, it really does not let you create your own custom models. Like if you see something like this, you see it's not a primary shape. So when we want that, I use Illustrator's latest version, that is 2022. It lets you export files as an OBJ file, which is essentially a 3D model. So enough chit chat, let's dive in and create a beautiful looking render. Alright, so here we are in Adobe Illustrator, and what we're going to make essentially is basically this. So we'll start with a very basic front-facing flat version, if you can say. This shape that you see, this arch that you see, is not basic shape. And these are the steps that I basically imagined. We're going to start by creating a rectangle. Press M on your keyboard. So from swatches panel, I'll choose this color. I'll change it to stroke. Stroke that we're going to choose will define this thickness. I think I like it a little bit fat. While scaling, you might see that your stroke is changing. For it to not change, go to Window, Transform panel, and just uncheck these. Press C on your keyboard to bring up scissors and just cut these anchor points here. Select this portion and hit delete. With the direct selection tool, there's our arch. Before we move to dimension, we need to do one more step because this is not really a 3D model, this is a flat thing. I'll go to Asset Export. When I'll drag it and try to export as OBJ, it won't let me because it's not a 3D model already. Go to Effects, 3D Materials, and Extrude and Bevel. This is the option that we want. Extrude. One thing I'd like to add here, it's almost ready. It's that its corners are very harsh. They will not catch any light in Dimension. So what you want to do is you want to add a bevel so that maybe when the light is falling from here, you will see some light. This is the light that comes with bevel. If you are not going to add a bevel, it will be a very sharp corner. There's multiple options to choose from. I'll choose round. Now I'm just going to open Asset Export, drag it here. Now you can select as an OBJ. Just hit export. So now we'll move to Adobe Dimension. We'll go to import 3D model, and it's going to be huge for the first time when you're going to import it. Change this centimeters to maybe something like 20. If you are using an external mouse, so what I would suggest you to use the mouse wheel to zoom in and zoom out of the scene, and hold the right click to basically view around the perspective. If you don't have it, nothing to worry about. If you can press 1 and left click to rotate around your scene. You can press 2 and left click to pan around your scene, and then press 3 on your keyboard and then press left click to zoom in and zoom out. Go to camera and set the field of view to 1 degree. What it will do is it will give you an orthographic view. It's more attractive to look at, and I don't know, I just like it like this. So once you have a scene where you think it's a good angle, just bookmark your camera. Just so even if you mess up by mistake, you can quickly go to it. So now I will set up the scene to something like this. Select all of these and scale in Z axis. They're not aligned properly, so we'll just select all of these and click on align and distribute. So if you will click on this whole bar here, it will distribute, and if you click here, it's going to align everything to center, which we don't want. We want to just distribute it. Click on it, and now it's evenly distributed. And we'll add a sphere. We'll just make the radius to something that fits inside these arches. Let's put it over here. So you see it's almost resembling this now. And now when I'm going to take a look at this from here in my final scene, it's going to look like this. Something like this. We'll make this and this as a glass, but before we do that, let's color our scene. It's looking very dull. And now we won't color it directly because it does not have a material right now. So to add materials, we will go to this icon, says materials. We'll select plastic because I like it shiny. And now when it's selected, it'll show you a base color property. Then we will choose this color. We'll choose this. Select. Again, choose plastic and go to any one of those materials because they are linked now because we selected them at once. So if you're going to make changes to the right one of them, all of these will get the changes. One last step that's left is now to add the glass. We'll select these two and choose a glass material. We'll just change a few properties for glass. Cool translucent. It's currently 1.8. I think I would like it to be somewhere around 1.5. It's purely on your choice. Yeah, it looks great. Let's quickly check a preview. Do a render preview. I'm not a very big fan of all the lightings right now. When you go to environment light, and we're going to rotate our lights. You see these reflections? This is all because of that bevel that we added. That's all we wanted to catch. Very nice. Let's change this to one of these colors. Before changing that, you might want to break link to the material so that you can edit this one out without changing these two. See, that made a huge difference. One last step would be to just add some reflections here. That makes it more believable. So we'll just go to this render tab. Here you should change these few options. If you're going to render the same frame, the same view that you are, maybe it might not be from these two, maybe your custom viewing angle that you haven't saved already, so that then current view is your option. And if you want the first angle to also be rendered, just maybe check this one as well. Yeah, we want in PSD. We can create PNG from PSD, so no need to check PNG. Now we're going to wait, and I'll see you once it's done. I've opened the PSD that we created from Adobe Dimension. So as you can see, everything's looking great. And the best thing about creating PSD from Dimension is basically that it creates a transparent file for you also. So we see those shadows are completely transparent. Of course, they used glass, so we can't really change the color behind the glass. But if you are not using a glass material, so you can basically change every color that's below it. So basically see. But yeah, you can just save a PNG from here. Alright guys, that's it for today. If you liked what we did today, there's plenty of more videos to watch on my channel. I really appreciate if you can subscribe and share my videos. It really motivates me to keep making more videos for you. And yeah, the last video did really great. It's about 1.6k views now, so maybe I can do more Blender videos. Do let me know what kind of videos are you interested in more, and I'll be happy to cover more. And if you have any doubts, you can add me on Discord, and see you next time then.